I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be her, for your mom to your pop, to the beat, to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah.
Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
For the high, 180! 45. Watch the pass. Yo. 36. 49, check 49, check 49. Check 52. Gun. Motion.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, check 24. Watch 22. Gun.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The completion. Good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Undercook, on a kick. 21. Hey, Delta. Right there, 54, Mike. Man out.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch QB draw. 22. QB draw. Let him go.
On third down, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Bandit. 21.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check. 51, sub. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got you.
Here's Ryan to throw. This complete to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch us left.
Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Big stop.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
Let's get our two. Mike Alpha. Mike 5-4.
Cousins now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, I'm coming.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the interception, here's Ryan. Jones has it. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54. Hey, South. 54, Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check. Lucky. 11. Switch.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Ready, we're ready. Check. Walk 54. Let him know. Face. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike 54. Record. Hey, check.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the 1st. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Hey, box drop. Mike 5-4. I got one.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Hey, Mike 7. Mike 54. Got. Check. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, 25 tonight!
Throwing again, Ryan. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
65. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody to run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Meh.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, wait. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Smooth. Hey, one set. Check, Mike. 54.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Space. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
To throw again, Ryan. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
I got one. Hey, no, easy. What's that?
Now Cousins. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
It's complete to Diggs. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
We got this.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tackle. Hey, South. Mike
Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw, Cousins. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now they go screen. It's complete. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Cousins from the gun on third. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creep.
Hey, take 10.
Safety's creeping.
Get up.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Check 21.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the...
A loss of 9 on the sack. It's second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Hey, Rick Lance.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, Orvin. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Let him go.
Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check. Watch out. Check Mike, 50. Bravo. 54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
On third down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Come on now. Let's
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Switch.
Now Ryan. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game? Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 21 yards there on third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, here we go.
Check 37. Check 37.
Wait. Hey, 59, ready.
Ryan looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
51. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I don't think
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All day. All day.
Check 50.
Leave it. Bring up 48. Hey, Echo. What is that?
Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Ryan wants to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I I want to see something executed well before we get out of here, and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.